The Dungeon Master, DM, is the creative force behind a Dungeons & Dragons game. The DM creates a world for the other players to explore, and also creates and runs adventures that drive the story. An adventure typically hinges on the successful completion of a quest, and can be as short as a single game session. Longer adventures might embroil players in great conflicts that require multiple game sessions to resolve. When strung together, these adventures form an ongoing campaign. A D&D campaign can include dozens of adventures and last for months or years. A Dungeon Master gets to wear many hats. As the architect of a campaign, the DM creates adventures by placing monsters, traps, and treasures for the other players' characters, the adventurers, to discover. As a storyteller, the DM helps the other players visualize what's happening around them, improvising when the adventurers do something or go somewhere unexpected. As an actor, the DM plays the roles of the monsters and supporting characters, breathing life into them. And as a referee, the DM interprets the rules and decides when to abide by them and when to change them. Inventing, writing, storytelling, improvising, acting, and refereeing. Every DM handles these roles differently, and you'll probably enjoy some more than others. It helps to remember that Dungeons & Dragons is a hobby, and being the DM should be fun. Focus on the aspects you enjoy and downplay the rest. For example, if you don't like creating your own adventures, you can use published ones. You can also lean on the other players to help you with rules mastery and world building. The D&D rules help you and the other players have a good time, but the rules aren't in charge. You're the DM, and you are in charge of the game. That said, your goal isn't to slaughter the adventurers, but to create a campaign world that revolves around their actions and decisions, and to keep your players coming back for more. If you're lucky, the events of your campaign will echo in the memories of your players long after the final game session is concluded. Every DM is the creator of his or her own campaign world. Whether you invent a world, adapt a world from a favorite movie or novel, or use a published setting for the D&D game, you make that world your own over the course of a campaign. The world where you set your campaign is one of countless worlds that make up the D&D multiverse, a vast array of planes and worlds where adventures happen. Even if you're using an established world, such as the Forgotten Realms, your campaign takes place in a sort of mirror universe of the official setting, where Forgotten Realms novels, game products, and digital games are assumed to take place. The world is yours to change as you see fit, and yours to modify as you explore the consequences of your players' actions. Your world is more than just a backdrop for adventures. Like Middle-earth, Westeros, and countless other fantasy worlds out there, it's a place to which you can escape and witness fantastic stories unfold. A well-designed and well-run world seems to flow around the adventurers, so that they can feel part of something instead of apart from it. Consistency is key to a believable fictional world. When the adventurers go back into town for supplies, they should encounter the same non-player characters, or NPCs, that they met before. Soon they'll remember the barkeep's name, and he or she will remember theirs as well. Once you have achieved this degree of consistency, you can provide an occasional change. If the adventurers come back to buy more horses at the stables, they might discover that the man who ran the place went back home to the large city over the hills, and now it's his niece who runs the family business. That sort of change, one that has nothing to do with the adventurers directly, but one that they'll notice, makes the players feel as though their characters are part of a living world that changes and grows along with them.